by 10-second curing of your bonding, that is the time that you can produce the best bond strength for your composite. Okay? If you cure 40 seconds, your bonding is really sad and they lost the stickiness for your good bond. And then after that, you layer your composite. In this case, it's only one color, the A1 color enough. Okay? Do not make it complicated. Normally, cases like this, A1 color, the whole thing A1 color, you look at it, the incisal area is quite similar to the adjacent tooth. The secret is after you cure your composite, you need to have a skill to do good polishing and finishing. Okay? So 3M is very good. They have this and they have the spiral for you to finish the job. Okay? So if you do good finishing and polishing, and then good oral hygiene instruction for the patient. In this case, I quite like to prescribe a night guard to my patient. Night guard to wear at night, so night guard can protect my composite fillings from unwanted occlusal movement at night. Okay, so no harm to give this patient night guard, but definitely this patient need orthodontic treatment followed by either direct considerance or porcelain. Second case today is median diastema. Median diastema, and the 1, 2 and 1, 1 is symmetry. You look at the long axis of 1, 1 different from the long axis of 2, 1. And medium deep overbite. You hardly see your mandibular incisor when patient close. Okay? Gingival zenith not good. Gingival zenith is the most apical part of the gingiva. Gingival zenith of 1, 1 should be the same as gingival zenith of 2, 1. But this case they are slightly different. And of course, incisal abrasion between 1, 1 and 2, 1 is not good. Okay? They have median diastema gap and incisal abrasion is really anesthetics. So this patient doesn't want orthodontic treatment. This patient only wants to close the gap. So I just use a very minimal prep. In this case, you don't have to prep anything. So what I did here, I use sunblast machine to remove the biofilm. Very important if you have sunblast, because scaler not as efficient as sunblast. So if you don't have sunblast machine, you can use Black Series diamond burr to gently remove all the biofilm that can disturb your bonding. Okay? After you remove your biofilms completely, you do your etching and bonding protocol. Okay? And then after that, you start layering your composite. Also, only one color. This one also I only use one color. Okay? It's a A2 color. Then we polish it nicely, and then you can correct the long axis, close the diastema, and then you can give the patient night guard so that your composite restoration lasts longer. Okay. This case I use Tau Atliano. Tau Atliano is they are famous because they use a palatal shell. Okay. So what I did is I took a study model, I do Wexa, and I took putty. From the putty, I do the palatal shell before I finish my buckle. Okay? So I have a slide to share with you later about South Atliano. This is very straightforward case. Patients not happy with 1, 2, 1, 1, and 2, 1, feeling discolored. Okay, all composite filling is colored, and black gap, and between 1, 1 and 2, 1, they have a black gap there. midline, maxillary midline, similar to facial midline similar to maxilla, but different from mandible. So in this case, we choose to follow the facial midline and the maxillary. We don't bother about the mandibular midline. Okay? And gingival zenith in 1-2 not good. I always emphasize on gingival zenith because gingival zenith they have to be similar to 2-2. Gingival zenith 1-1 have to similar with gingival zenith 2-1. In this case, gingival zenith 1-2 not good, and they are long axis also not good. And the incisal embrasure, this is called incisal embrasure. That one cannot really point to you directly. This one is called incisal embrasure. They are not good. Okay? So you just write that for your patient. And then this patient is only want to do composite filling. This patient is not interested in surgery. Okay? So you need to remove all composite fillings. You need to remove caries or any significant demineralization like very brown color. You need to really strict on your cavity preparation, and then after that etching and bonding protocol, follow the manufacturer. Okay? Before you buy their composite, you need to read about their bonding agent, you need to read about their what is the recommended step to use. Okay? And then, of course, this case, Videc 350, this and spiral is really good to finish the case with one color. This one also I use one color. You see, 3 patients, I only use one color. I don't make it complicated. You only need to do a complicated layering or polychromatic layering if you need to. Otherwise, quite often patients really want a simple and straightforward. In this case also, doable to do some very natural finishing, okay, to make the patient happy. Like this line here, there's slightly more glaze than the rest. The secret is I use the Soflex disc, the light yellow, the super fine, with a bit high speed on your slow speed hand disc. And then your direction also need to be very similar. Do not rough with it. Okay? Then you can produce these slightly high reflections. Sometimes if you take photo and you show patient like it very much. Okay. This patient only want to correct 1-1 and 2-1. This patient doesn't want me to remove the calculus. Do not touch the calculus. He only want to restore 1-1 and 2-1. You look at these cases here. From the adjacent, nothing is complicated color to copy. Again, I only use one color, like it, to finish the job. After very good cavity preparation, and then good etching and bonding protocol. Okay? Because I emphasize on etching and bonding protocol because that is really matters to produce how good is your bond between your composite and the tooth. Okay? If you are not serious with your etching and bonding protocol, the bond strength that you have, not good. Okay? You need to follow the company recommendations. Okay? This patient I'd like to share with you. Some dentists did composite filling and 1-1 and 2-1 and 2-2. They are stained. Okay? If you don't finish your composite very well, if you don't do babbling is very important so that your restoration and enamel interface is really seamless. Okay, so the stain resistance is really low. So this case, patient want to do veneers, but I told her, let me do something, let me do the correction of your previous composite filling. So we just do recontouring of 2-1 mesial, and then after that, we just finished. I didn't do anything. I just polished the old composite filling. We can have the result after the finishing and the polishing. And she want to do veneer. So this patient, actually, I'm waiting for her to give me the green light to do the porcelain veneers to make it more change color and make it more beautiful. Okay. This case also referred to me for veneers. Okay. 1-2 and 1-1 dark tooth root canal treatment done. 2-1 into class 3 composite discolored. Midline, very wrong here. The facial midline, maxillary midline, mandibular midline are different. Okay? So gingival zenith, okay, of course you need to assess the gingival zenith. 1-2 not good. Gingival zenith 1-2 supposed to copy the 2-2, but they are really different level, different height. Incisal abrasion not good as well. You can see the gap in between 1-1 and 2-1. Okay, this patient really want to do veneer. She already have money to do IMAX veneer, but I told her let's proceed with composite veneer as a mock-up. So in this case, I need to prep 1-1 and 1-2. I need to prep etching, bonding, and then we layer with, this is A1 composite, and after that we try to make, this is what I call, we try to make gingival zenith of 1-2 and 2-2 quite similar. Okay? And then the midline of the maxillary midline and the facial midline the same, but we don't worry about the mandibular midline. Okay? And this patient is very happy with this composite mock-up. Until today, almost 3 years, she's still wearing these composite veneers. I told her you can do porcelain veneers if you want, but she still like it. But she dropped by in my clinic every 3 months. I do polishing, I do cleaning for her. Okay, so that's why be confident with composite. Composite can really do miracle to your patient. Your patient really can be very happy if you do good composite and you polish it well, and the patient come and see you every 6 months for polishing and for cleaning. Okay? Okay, this is an interesting case. This is 13 years old female girl. She had autism. Okay, she had very limited concentration. She don't want to sit on the dental chair that long. In fact, first appointment, I only talked to her in the waiting room. Okay? But the mother really wanted to help her. You look at the problem 1-3, 1-2, 1-1, 2-1, and 2-2, they are non-vital. And then I have to do root canal treatment. The reason why her tip is like that, because she don't drink water, she drink Coca-Cola all the time. She's a single child, rich family, homeschool, so she drink a lot of Coca-Cola. That's why I end up with situation like that. And she's a class 3 malocclusion. Okay, so second visit, she's in a good mood. She allowed me to see her teeth, and then we quickly take X-ray, periapical X-ray, to evaluate all the 1-3, 1-2, 1-1, 2-1, and 2-2. Okay, there is no periapical radiolucency. So we do third visit, then I do the root canal treatment. On fourth visit, straight away, obturated, and we put fiber post. And this one, because she refused scaling, she refused impression, I have to do a freehand composite build-up. This is a freehand composite build-up without wax up, without putty. So the color that we choose for her, A1 and B3, the gingival third, I use B3 composite. On the middle and the incisal area, I use A1 composite. Although I do a freehand build-up here, but I still consolidate what I learned from Style Italiano. I do a palatal plate with my middle finger. So I have to put my middle finger and I layer my composite to do a palatal plate for 1-3 until 1-2. Then after that I do the proximal, mesial distal, mesial distal, mesial distal. Then last one I layer the gingival. The last final pack is the incisal. And when I want to polish, she refused. She wanted to go home. So this is like not completely polished. Okay? But after that, she's very happy with this result. And then she doesn't want to see me for 2 years. She doesn't want to see me. I told the mother, please take her to see me, that I can repolish the composite. In fact, I hope one day she's willing to do the orthodontic treatment. Then after that we can do crown for her. Okay? So this is what composite can do to your patient. So please be confident with your composite, and then you must respect the cavity preparation. You must respect the caries-free. Caries-free is the most important. If your cavity prep still not at healthy enamel, your bond strength will be reduced. So you really need to remove all the unhealthy enamel and dentin. Okay? This case, patient not happy with upper anterior teeth and also doesn't want to do orthodontic treatment. I told her, orthodontic treatment will do a very good treatment for you. You have a nice smile, nice, maybe the gum not, actually when she talked, the gum didn't really show that much. Okay? But 1-1 and 2-1, long axis not good, midline not good, incisal and gingival abrasion not good. Because of 1-1, 2-1, even 1-2 and 2-2. And they have a significant fluorosis. Okay, they have a fluorosis. They're not nice at all. She see me for many years. One day, 2 weeks before her wedding, she wants me to do something. Okay, doctor, I'm not going to do orthodontic treatment. I want you to do veneers or crown or composite veneers for me. Okay? So in this case, I only willing to do for her the 1-1 and 2-1. I call it super veneers. If you found super veneers mean veneer, they have window, they have butt joint, they have lingual wrap. Super veneers is a lingual wrap, but almost like a crown. But the palatal margin is way supragingival. So we call it super veneers, we don't call it crown. And this one, I use non-monolithic IMAX. I told my technician, do not nail the monolithic IMAX. The technician used the IMAX powder and fire to produce is quite slightly different area on the translucent and the incisal. If you use monolithic IMAX, you cannot have that one. Worse if you use the cornea. Okay? So 1-1 and 2-1 is a monolithic super veneers. Okay? And I don't do anything with 1, 2 and 2, 2. I just do direct composite veneers. And only one color. This is only one color, only A2. Okay? But you look at, I emphasize when I want to shine this part to make it very natural, and then patient like it very much. So you use the light yellow disc, one direction, and a bit high speed on your slow speed, the maximum speed of the slow speed. Okay, she liked it very much, this particular patient. So I got invited to her wedding. Okay. This is another case. This one very sad story. One morning, she and her husband ride a motorbike and they have an accident. The husband passed away. She lost her 1-1. 1-1 actually denture, spoon denture. And her 2-1, severe discoloration and grade 2 mobility. But she doesn't want to extract the 2-1. Okay? In this case, you look at 1-1 after accident, you look at the buccal plate. The buccal plate is really significant absorption, severe resorption. So if you wearing dentures, with time it will be more and more resolved. Okay? So in this case, the treatment plan that I suggest to her, the treatment plan that is really good to help her here, we put 2 implants. We remove the 2-1, and then after that we put 2 implants. We do soft tissue management, and then we put either, I think zirconia crown is quite good. You look at 1-2 and 2-2, the color is really opaque. Okay? You can use zirconia. Okay? So that is the best. Why I say implant is the best here is because implant will stop the buccal bone resorption. Okay? Please, in this case, do not do denture. Worse, do not do bridge. If you do bridge, if you remove 2-1, if you do 4-unit bridge, that is very, very not good design, because 1-2 and 2-2 in the future, because they are small apartment, they probably won't resolve, or they not going to last very long, and then your 1-1 and 2-1 won't even resolve further. So this type of case in modern dentistry, implant is the treatment of choice. Okay? But she doesn't want implant. Doctor, I'm not going to remove my 2-1. Please don't remove my 2-1. Okay? Even she doesn't mind the color, but one day she came to me, doctor, I want you to do veneer on 2-1. It's okay, it's grade 2 mobility, but I want it to be a bit better color. She got boyfriend now, she wanted to look nice. So I just did what I did here, composite veneers, but in this case, I use opaquer. Okay? Opaquer can really help you with veneers. Okay? So after my cavity prep, I etching on the protocol, and then I layer it with opaquer. Okay? Any opaquer will do. There is a few Cosmiden opaquer, they have a beautiful opaquer. I think 3M, they might have opaquer, but you need to ask 3M at your area whether they have opaquer or not. You need to layer the opaquer. After you layer the opaquer, then you can layer your dentine. After you layer your dentine, you layer your body enamel. After you layer your body enamel, then you layer your enamel composite. So I use 350 Videc. They have a dentine, they have body, they have the enamel, and then they have the translucent. But here, because there is no translucent, I do not need to copy the translucent. And then I polish it well. Again, I try to reproduce the glaze on 1-1, on my 2-1. Patient liked it very much. And I told her, please think about implant because this bone will resolve even more with time. Okay? This is another case. I really like to share with you this patient also refused to do anything, just one composite. So this one, I use opaque as well. Like 1-1 duck tooth, you look at 1-1 duck tooth. 10 years after root canal treatment done. Big classified defects, actually on the cervical is actually very big. There might be abrasion and a fraction lesion on the cervical. And then this case, I don't do non-vital bleaching for him because when I open up the SS cavity, the SS cavity is so big because the root canal is not done by me. Root canal is done by other dentists 10 years ago. The SS cavity is so big. When the SS cavity is so big, be careful if you want to do non-vital bleaching because non-vital bleaching, they can weaken the tooth structure. Then they can high risk of horizontal fracture. And then post-crown, patient doesn't want. So he got money but he doesn't want to do anything. So I suggest to him, let's do composite veneer with opaque. Again, I prep my cavity. I do etching and bonding protocol. And then I put my opaque. And then I layer my body and enamel. Sometimes I need to put dentine body enamel composite. So he won. He is very difficult patient. He controlled me. He want A1 color here, although it's slightly brighter than the rest. But he want A1 color. Okay? So at the end, this is very lasting direct composite veneer because it's like anterior open by. And then with time, the color is more matching. He really liked it very much. I don't know whether you are using pin composite. I am old dentist. I still want to do pin composite. This patient referred to me because of previous dentist doing class 4 on this 1-2, not even 1 week dislodged. So he came to me and doctor, because his dentist want to do crown, he doesn't want to do crown. Doctor, please do filling. I told him if we do filling, it might be came out easily as well. So, but I told him, why not if we put pin? This is pin, this is TMS pin. Okay? Then after I place my pin, I inject the composite to cover the gold color of the pin, and then I layer my composite. This is the end result. Okay? Very important in every patient. You need to check the occlusion for this case. This tooth involved in lateral occlusion. So that's why the composite not lasting at all. Okay? So in this case, you need, although it is involved on the lateral excursion, but do not put any occlusal loading on the composite. Okay? I clear the occlusal loading. I put occlusal loading more in the natural tooth, and then I give him a night guard. So this class 4 composite with pin already lasts more than 4 years. Okay? He's very pleased with it. Okay? Instead of doing crown. Okay? So you can put pin if you still have access to pin composite, and then after that you manage the occlusion, you can do the night guard to retain your composite restoration. So these are what style of piano all about. This is my model. when I attend the workshop by Walter Del Boto, we normally putty, from the putty we create a palatal shell. That is palatal shell. From palatal shell, proximal, from proximal you layer your dentin, and then you put your mamelon, and then you put your translucent, and then you put your final layer enamel. And then you polish it with this and spiral. I really like these two. I know a lot of polishing system, but if you master this and spiral, you can actually produce something like glaze like this. And they are really good stain resistant. So that is Vita shade guide that I normally use. Okay? So I will share with you this. So every time after I cure my composite, I do recontrol it. We call it putting some developmental groove, putting mesial and distal marginal to highlight so that it looks more natural. Do not simply cut. Draw first. Draw first. Don't overcut, because you cannot add composite on top of the set composite. I use this slow speed diamond. If you can buy slow speed diamond blue series to cut your composite to create your developmental groove. And then after that you finish it with this spiral, this and spiral. Okay? Then you can really do a very good high glaze composite restorations. Okay, these 5 minutes I will share with you what is Style Adriano all about, what is Style Adriano inspired me. Like this case, redo class 4 on 1-1 mesial and 2-1 mesial. You know the anatomy, the incisal edges, incisal embrasure, and the mesial, not aesthetics. Okay? So if you really follow Style Adriano, you need to take the study model, you need to do wax up, and then color, you need to choose the color. Like this case, there is no translucent, you don't have to put translucent. Not all the time you need to put halo effects, not all the time you need to put translucent. Okay? And if you go to 3M booth, they have a Style Adriano recipe, how to create, like this case, if you use Vita shade, the color is A2, you can use A2 dentin and then A3 enamel to get the color A2. Okay? They call it Style Adriano recipe. And then the second appointment, you remove all composite. Beveling is super important. Okay? They need to be 1.5, you can even put 2 millimeter bevel and smooth. Okay, you polish your beveling. Palatal, no need to bevel, but you cannot retain any sharp angle. You just smoothen your, and then the putty that you took from wax up or study model, you bring it to create the palatal shell. Etching and bonding protocol, very important, 3M. After 20-second etching, you need to apply 20-second agitate bonding, 5-second drying, 10-second curing. Then you place your composite and then you bring it to the tube. Then this is the Style Adriano. You have palatal enamel. If you have palatal enamel, you can feel it with your finger. There is very smooth, and the occlusion is also very good as well. Compared to freehand, remember one of my patients that autism, I have to use freehand to create palatal enamel. Then after that, you create your interproximal, and then you will get something like this. When you have something like this, job done. Okay, you need to create it to place your dentin. And then after that, you before you place your enamel, you need to place your mamelon. If you heard about an art instrument that is the founder of that instrument is Tower Piano. They are very good. They have a Mizura. This is called Mizura. Mizura, they can make sure 0.5 millimeter final layer, so that you get A2 if you have 0.5 A2. You have A1 if you have 0.5 A1. If your final layer very thin, then you cannot get the color that you want. And final layer, then after that you paint your final composite brush, and then you can use molding liquid to smoothen your composite before you cure. You can use glycerin before you cure your composite. This is good. But if you buy 3M composite, you can, without glycerin also can, because 3M composite very little oxygen inhibited layer. Okay, but if you buy other composite, very important to apply glycerin before your final cure. Okay? And then you reconturing, and then after that you use this and spiral to polish it. So you have a very nice transform. Again, certain area you need to glaze them, so mimic the natural aesthetics by using the light yellow disc. Okay? There is a lot of polishing system in the market, but my favorite is still 3M. Bonding protocol, 20 seconds. Every school, I hope in Vietnam, how long is the acid etching taught in university in Vietnam? Anybody from University of Hanoi? Then, can I ask you, how many seconds of your acid etching taught in your school? 20 seconds is okay. Do not over etch. Okay? Some school 15 seconds, but 20 seconds is good. Okay? And I like it when if you're using Singapore Universal 3M, I like self-etch. Okay? Because if you read about dentin is very, very special. You know, dentin, they have tubules, they have pre-tubular dentin, intertubular dentin, they pack with collagen. Okay? After your cavity prep, the collagen is still straight. Okay? If you etch dentin, the collagen will collapse. So to me, I'm not a fan of etching dentin. So I only selectively etch my enamel. Dentin I don't etch, but I tap my bone just 20 seconds on the fresh cut dentin, hoping that the collagen did not collapse and the bond is better. Enamel, I etch 20 seconds. Okay? Curing. Okay, we talk so much about composite film curing. Check your light. Okay, LED light, 20 seconds. If you use tungsten halogen, you need to use 40 seconds. Okay? Sometimes you can bring your light to the company that sell you the light. They can check the quality of your light. 3M got check mark. Quality, you can check your light. Okay? If your light is not good, be careful. It's very dangerous. So you need to check your light. Okay? And then you need to know about C factors, the ratio between bonded spaces and unbonded spaces. This prevent of your problem after you cure your concept. You can read about C factors. We don't talk about C factor too much today. Okay? And of course, you know shrinkage, you know stretch. All composite, they have shrinkage, they have stretch. That's why nowadays I quite like to, if my cavity is very deep, I quite like to inject the flowable composite first. Then on top of it, I put back. So with that, we finish good time to finish our lectures. So what point to ponder here, like I quite like to prescribe soft night guard for my patient with class 4, class 2. So at night they wear the night guard, so it can protect the composite from unwanted occlusal loading. I always ask my patient to use wax dental floss. Wax dental floss that can actually smoothen the interproximal area compared to unwax. Regular 6-month dental review, careful, and then I quite like to ask my patient to use whitening toothpaste for more aggressive removal of biofilm. If they have a lot of composite filling, ask them to buy whitening toothpaste. Okay? And with that, thank you very much. I finished the lecture, so if we have questions, I can help you to answer. Thank you.
Bò. Xin các bạn trong hội trường có câu hỏi gì đặt cho báo cáo viên. Mời các bạn.
No questions. That's very good. I hope everyone benefit from it. So thank you very much and all the best.